This is a file of paperwork. Nightmare. I didn't know it was on a heat network. It was only when people from another organisation came in and said, you know, you're on the heat network. Well, I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
I never lived in a property like this where we had this kind of integrated hot water system.
It wasn't until the day I moved in, actually, or the day I got the keys for here, that it was, this is who you've got to be supplied by. You know, not like, oh, I want British Gas or I want EDF. It was, this is who you've got to have because this is who we use.
The network can have issues maybe I'd say every 6 months.
It breaks down every now and again. But about 3-4 weeks ago, really cold spell. All the heating's off. There's no heating, no hot water. The boiler's okay, but they've got leaks.
So this wonderful old radiator here was put in the 60s, and it doesn't really work at the moment. It's either full on or full off.
It just goes wrong all the time, and we've been without hot water and heating sometimes in the coldest months.
I mean, I was getting up and having to boil a kettle of water to get a wash, but every couple of days I needed to get a shower. I figured out, well, that's the only thing I can do is go to the swimming bath. And I was staying there for a few hours to keep warm. Couldn't come back to the flat because it was like an ice box.
While I've been here, I think we've had 4 or 5 price increases, 3 within the last 18 months, and we've got 1 coming up in April.
We don't have any real insight into how our bills were calculated or why they've gone up so high.
I haven't even used my heating in 2 years and I still pay £30 a month in service charge. Here's my electricity bill, £2,368.
So this is a breakdown of charges, and this is just the gas, which is £309 a month.
It's not itemised as such. Everything should be itemised, because there's admin charges and we don't know where they come from.
This is a bill which, unless you're a lawyer, nobody understands. It just tells you about quarterly charges. And the latest one is they are telling us, although the building's only about 16 years old, we need to renew the water pipes. And money that they're looking for from each leaseholder, £2,300 on top of all the other charges. And that just scares me to death. I don't have that. I can't afford to use all my savings up, and you know, it's just very scary. £845.45, and it's for quarterly service charges.
Winter was horrible. I'm sat here wearing thick woolly jumpers, multiple layers of pyjamas, fleecy pyjamas, and I'm still shivering. I was behind on my bills, and then they cut off my service, so I had no hot water, no nothing, and I was like miserable.
These kind of basic things that we do on a day-to-day basis should not be burdened with a highly inflated bill for doing simply that. And then if you don't pay, we'll disconnect you.
That bill period for 7 months is £852.24. That was when they first disconnected me.
I'm off work due to ill health, so living on benefits, and I did fall behind on some priority bills, including my heating. Due to the nature of my illness, it's mental health related. I missed the deadline by 12 hours, and they immediately just cut me off. No hot water, no heating, no nothing.
And this is again where the utility company sits here and the billing agent sits here, and if I go to the billing agent, they say, well, it's nothing to do with us. We were just told to collect the money. If I go to the utility company, they say, oh no, you need to speak to the billing agent because they deal with everything like customer service, customer care.
I've given up on it because I've tried over the years and I can't get answers.
Communication is hell. You can be on hold for half an hour to an hour, and then sometimes it'll just go dead and hang up, and then you're forwarded, and then they tell you that they're going to escalate it, madam, and it never gets escalated. It's just you'd never get anything back.
Every day is a difficult decision where you're spending money.
I'm actually using the savings I've saved through my life to survive in the flat. I never dreamed that this was going to happen. I thought I'm I'm retired, and this would be a place where I could enjoy my retirement.
My mental health was already in the toilet, but this has been beyond stressful. Even just the thought of like turning the heating on or even using hot water, having too long of a shower now, I just start to panic. Totally hidden radiator. I've just used it as a board instead.
This is to the local Labour MP.
I don't want anyone to solve my problems or to fight for me, but to support a genuine concern or complaint, there's no real support at the moment for people who live within a property that has a heat network.
Heating and hot water are bare basics that everyone should be entitled to access at an affordable rate. And I kind of feel that it's like we're held to ransom.
I think that price capping and the amount of price increases within a certain amount of time, if someone's in contract, that should be looked at. I'm trying to access a bill, but their systems are down.
I think there should be a very clear set of expectations and standards for heat networks and how now's a good time to get to grips with the real issues of them.
I find it with the district heating network that it's a very unjust, unfair system that they've got in place, and they have a monopoly on it. It's not like you can choose your provider.
I've just got reams and reams of emails that I've sent them.
I would say to the Housing Association to please look after your tenants. You know, we're here to be housed and respected. So it would be really nice to have some communication, open communication.
I guess I just want to remind all parties involved that we are human. Like, we're not just numbers, we're not just like, arrears, we're not just a statistic of how much we owe. We are humans, we have lives, we have families. We get cold at winter, you know, we have needs.
I just hope that now that perhaps our stories are being heard, that things can change for the better and people will change their mindset of how heat networks are provided and how they serve their customers in those networks.